Alright guys, now that in 4.1 we're able to steal ships again and take them to hangars, it's time we talk about the Avenger Warlock. You know, Cuddy Blue's still a solid option, but Avenger Warlock for solo play, pretty tough to beat. Let's roll the intro real quick and we'll get into it.
I lost sight of him. I think I just hit him.
Okay, so let's break this down. Now, when we're comparing the Cuddy Blue and the Avenger Warlock, I'm going to try to keep this as simple as I can. We need to go over the pros and cons between the two. Now, the Cuddy Blue, excellent ship, really hard to argue against. The only problem that I have with it is you're pretty slow when you're moving around, just based off your cross section alone. You know, we can get the signatures pretty low on it with stealth grade components, but the cross section is going to be giving you away quite a bit unless you stay nose on. We've found that you know, if you find a vulture and you go nose on with it, he's not really going to pick up on you until around 11 kilometers. It's not the greatest thing, but we can still find a way to make do with it. The only thing that I see going for the Cuddy Blue is really two things: your ability to dampen the target and your ability to load it up with cargo and dip out. I don't really see any other big incentives to it other than that. I mean, as far as a solo pirate goes, it does its job, it's fine. When we start talking about the Avenger Warlock, and if we stealth fit this and we run a couple distortion repeaters, we run an attrition 4 on it, I'm willing to make the argument that you can break the shields and break the ship as far as its components not being able to work anymore due to an EMP and the distortions faster than you could soft death it with Panther repeaters. Now, you could make an argument if you were to run attritions, you know, you probably could soft death it quicker, but I'm looking at this as a ship that's solo pirating that could also run into an engagement every now and then where I'm dogfighting. I want to have something that I can stand at least a little bit of a chance with. So I built this one solely for solo pirating. I'm dipping out if I'm getting attacked by in a dogfight. I'm not really staying to fight it. Unless I think I'm a better pilot than they are. This is simply a means for me to find targets, disable them, run off with their ship. Now, this EMP, paired with the distortion repeaters, does an insanely good job as far as disabling that ship. If we talk about the signatures that we're going to be running around in, you know, I'm not really... Let's go here. Let's go nav mode. Actually, we'll go standard mode. So this is usually how I'm running mine as far as output goes. I use all of my points in it. Right now, life support's not really working. It's buggy, which it's fine. I usually put that point right into the EMP generator, so my EMP stays on 99% of the time. I don't have it activated, turned on, but it's on. It's ready to go. And these signatures are pretty good in full pip. You know, if we start turning some of these off, we can actually get this pretty low. You know, we can work with that. The good thing about the cross section here, you know, and if we actually run this full stealth, you know, we can start turning off some of these. Again, this number is already lower than this cross section. I'm safe to say, you know, and someone put in the comments and really fact check this on me. I've ran this ship for weeks now. You know, as far as solo pirating goes, I don't have any issues running nav mode. I can pick up on the target before they pick up on me. It's a really big plus for us. We have a lot of ground to cover when we're trying to find these targets, a lot of places to go to. I'd like to stay in nav mode as long as I can. Alright, and then the second we go out of nav mode and we find the target, we can make sure these are turned off. I mean, we're sitting pretty. These are good numbers. Not only are you faster, right, you're just able to get to your target quicker. You can, in my opinion, you can disable the target a lot quicker than the Cuddy's soft deathing it. And, you know, we'll cover this in a little bit. I don't want to go into too much detail on this segment right here. I just really wanted to go over the spreadsheet of it. But you can get nose on with that target, right face to face with him, hop out of your seat, and your gun's on him. Right? Whereas the Cuddy Blue, you've got to hop out of seat, make your way to the back or one of the side doors. Now you can exit. I can visually keep my eyes on my target the entire time. Which, if we weigh the pros to the cons to it, I think the Warlock wins. All right, so we're going to move into the next section. I want to kind of break down a hit that I did on a target who was still in his seat, kind of give you a perspective on if everything goes correctly on how an EMP generator paired with distortion repeaters, once you've got shields taken away and you're not dealing with those, how you can break that ship pretty fast. All right, so we're going to go ahead and move on into the next one. Alrighty, so here is a hit that I had from a couple days ago. Found this guy out in the yellow belt. He was just moving around in nav. I wasn't certain if he had any cargo on him or not. He'd been out here for quite a while, and I was about ready to call it a night. So I was actually curious just to see, if I actually could get this guy, while he was still sitting in his seat without his shields up. And I've had a couple of these before. I kind of use these as practice. But you'll see I've already charged up the EMP. I'm cruising in. He's already targeted, so he's already got the little radar indicator. He's just not paying attention. If you watch his signatures, you're going to watch that number start to drop here in a minute. It really just comes down to that EMP, and you want to make sure you're close to. You want to be underneath a kilometer. Get as close as you can when that thing pops off. Yeah, you can just see the number just start to tick. At this point in time, paired with the repeaters, he's done. It's over. So it really is just a matter of breaking the shields, and as long as you got that EMP fully charged and a handful of distortion repeaters going off, you're fine. He's done. So this is just a quick example of how fast you can actually disable them.
Did that kick off or not? Okay. Shields down. Powered off.
Alright, so hopefully y'all learned a little thing or two about the Warlock and its usefulness as far as a piracy ship goes. Again, not saying the Cuddy Blue is a bad ship. I just think the Warlock, for a solo pirate who's targeting these salvaging ships, it's really hard to argue against it. I mean, you just saw it firsthand, 10 seconds, 9 seconds to fully shut off the ship. Now all you have to do is just board it, kill the target, and take the ship to your hangar. It's not a bad trade-off. Not a bad trade-off at all. So thank you all for watching the video. Hope y'all enjoyed it. I'm a brand new channel. I'd love your feedback if you made it this far to listen to me talk about this stuff. I'd love for a little bit of feedback from you guys to kind of give me some ideas on how I can do better, maybe some ideas for upcoming videos. And if y'all would be willing to leave me a subscribe, that would be excellent. It would mean the world to me. But thank you all for enjoying the video, and I will see y'all on the next one.